Hello everyone, welcome back to the Black Nationalist channel, coming back at you with another timely video. So what I want to discuss today is very important because I do understand how us as foundational Black Americans, we have been saying from the top of our lungs, screaming from the top of our lungs about reparations and why we need reparations. And that is because reparations is a blood debt that needs to be repaid, and it guarantees justice to our ancestors who were forced to work free labor, who was forced to work under tyranny, those who were violently tortured, raped, murdered, lynched. So all of that with reparations is a back pay for all of the crimes that has been committed against them. So seeing how we have been talking about reparations, now, if you remember when Biden, with his inauguration and everything, he made a promise that he wanted 11 million illegal immigrants to be in this country and that he was going to give them tangibles. Well, illegal immigration, according to the physical burden of illegal immigration, according to the Federation for American Immigration Reform, the physical burden of illegal immigration on United States taxpayers 2023 is around $182 billion annually for services and benefits to illegal immigrants. That's right. According to the Federation for American Immigration Reform, which is called FAIR, concludes that American taxpayers pay overall around $182 billion annually for services and benefits to illegal immigrants. So when people say that illegal immigrants do not receive any benefits, well, you need to let them know, why is it costing us taxpayers so much amount of money, $182 billion, in order for us to house these illegal immigrants? Because, see, here's the thing. The largest cost that FAIR identifies is that the K through 12 education, which the group estimates costs a total of $78 billion a year. Healthcare, and I'm pretty sure you all been to those county healthcare, those cities type of hospitals in your city. I know here in Chicago it's called Cook County Hospital, where you see nothing but illegal immigrants there. I mean, it went from good to worse. But with healthcare, including uncompensated hospital expenditures, Medicaid fraud, and Medicaid for U.S. born children, is estimated to cost $42.7 billion a year. Costs related to criminal justice at the federal, state, and local level, which includes federal immigration enforcements, are approximately at $47 billion a year. Now, here is what I really want to get into as far as with the benefits. The food assistance and nutrition programs, including supplemental nutrition assistance program, also known as SNAP, and temporary assistance for needy families, also known as TANF, costs are estimated by the group to cost about $13.5 billion a year. The study estimates that each illegal immigrant or U.S. born child of illegal immigrants costs $8,776 a year and costs each taxpayer $1,156 a year. So they do receive SNAP and they do receive assistance. So when you hear individuals that say illegal immigrants do not receive benefits, they are telling you a bold-faced lie. Now, the cost does vary depending upon the state, with illegal immigrants and their children costing California, of all places, nearly $31 billion a year. And Texas spends approximately $13 billion a year, while West Virginia bears the lowest cost of $33 million a year. So as America does struggles to meet the countless societal needs while facing the realities of our staggering $31 trillion national debt, the cost of providing for millions of people who have no legal right to be in the United States continues to grow at alarming rates. So we have here the numbers that I have spilled to you, letting you know that how much it is costing taxpayers the amount of money in order to house illegal immigrants. We all saw how in New York, how they bust a lot of illegal immigrants to New York, and they housed them in beautiful hotels. Well, now it's become overcrowded. Now the crimes is getting out of control. They don't have enough money in New York to help feed and house these individuals. The same way is in any other states here in the United States of America. Just like I have mentioned about Lori Lightfoot, just like I have mentioned about her, about putting those illegal immigrants here in the black community instead of going to a Hispanic community. With us black people, we already have low resources. They want to stretch that on to illegal immigrants, which is something that we cannot bear. These individuals are able to get SNAP. They're able to get temporary assistance for needy families. They are able to get housing. They are able to get food. They are able to get Medicaid. They are able to get Medicare. They are able to get all of these stuff that was meant for U.S. citizens, which makes you ask the question, what's the point of being a U.S. citizen when they are getting everything that a citizen is getting? I believe in certain states that you could get a license if you are an undocumented citizen. You can literally get yourself a driver's license. So anybody who committed a crime in another country, if they come here illegally, they could get their records clean and they could start all over and get themselves a brand new license. They could commit a crime by purchasing a gun, because now they could legally get themselves a weapon. They could get themselves a legal weapon and they could just do whatever they so want. See, America is just allowing these individuals to get away and to do whatever that they want here in the United States. But us foundational black Americans, we are saying that we demand tangibles. That is a problem. See, the problem is they don't want to see us as foundational black Americans be in a position of power. They don't want to see us thriving. They want to see us struggle and surviving. They want to see us being at the bottom of the barrel. That's where they want to keep us. They want us to be non-citizens in this country, while they make the illegal immigrants citizens. But black American citizens, they want to make us illegal citizens once again. See, that 13th and 14th Amendments was meant for us because the United States of America did not view us as being U.S. citizens. So now they want us to go right back to Jim Crow. They want us to go backwards into the days of slavery by making us to become un-Americans, un-United States citizens, while they make these illegal immigrants, which I'm going to say all of them come from Mexico, all of them come from Southern America. That's where they all come from South America. That is exactly where they're coming from. But the vast majority of them are coming from Mexico. Yeah, I said it. They always want to paint talking about Venezuela, Nicaraguans. They always want to talk about Colombians. But no, the vast majority of them are coming from Mexico. We have them from Honduras. We know that they are turning Haitians right back to Haiti. Biden's trying to make sure that they don't come over here. See, they're making sure that black illegal immigrants don't even come to America's soil. They want you to come to America's soil the right way if you're a black migrant. But when it comes to these other non-melanated individuals who are illegal, they have no problem with them coming over here. Because like I said, Biden has said that he wanted 11 million illegal immigrants to be in this country. I think it's close to that number if it's not already there. But I truly believe that it is close to that number. He is fulfilling their wishes. And these people are actually, because I remember posting on my Twitter page, and you can follow me at Francis Quest W. you can follow me on there, where I have made mention that some of these individuals, these Latinos, how they are suing the Biden administration because they are not fulfilling on their promises on giving them money. I kid you not. And I'm like, this is exactly the way how you do it, is when they don't give you what they promise, you should sue them. You should sue them. And that is exactly what we all should be doing, is trying to sue these individuals because they're falling back on their promise to us. But see, when you have black people, when you have other black people around voting times talking about, oh, you should vote, you should really vote, because our people died for voting, even though our people died because they were black, not because they died because they was trying to vote. That wasn't a major part of it. They died because they was black. And now you have these people around voting times talking about, oh, we should not be talking about reparations, or if we are to talk about reparations, we should wait until they get inside the office. But then when they do get inside the office, they quickly forget about us. They quickly forget about us. That's what they do. They quickly forget about us. So no, we should be making demands. That's what we should have been doing all this time. We should have been making demands saying, hey, we need tangibles. We're not going to let you get in unless you give us tangibles, because that's exactly what the Hispanic people did. They literally said that if in order for you to get in, Biden, you're going to have to give us tangibles. And like I was mentioning, that how if Biden doesn't fall through on what he is doing, that they are going to sue. There's this article from The Hill, and it's entitled, Immigrant Groups Threatens to Sue Over Change to Asylum Policy. So they threatened to sue Biden's administration over its anticipated plan to change U.S. asylum policy, which is expected to be announced. It is expected to be announced. However, it hasn't been announced yet. But if it was to be adopted, the new rule would prohibit migrants from seeking asylum in the United States if they did not initially attempt to apply for it from the country they are coming from. Migrants will not be eligible for the program if they cross an international border without applying first. So it will prohibit a lot of migrants from seeking asylum if they do not attempt to try to apply for citizenship here first. And what they are saying, that these immigrant groups, they want this new rule to be banned. They want this new rule to be banned. They're saying that it is depriving them of access based on a matter of entry. And it's like this. If you want legal things, if you want the United States government to protect you and to provide you with things, you have to be a United States citizen. It is not that hard. It is very easy. It is not that difficult. But yet these people want to skirt underneath the law. They want to skirt around the law by breaking the law. That's what they're trying to do, is they're trying to break the law. So what they are also trying to say is, if we do not get a chance to break the law, we're going to sue you. Remember, Biden, you made these promises to us. Since you're not going to abide by these promises, we're going to sue you. So guess what we as foundational Black Americans should be doing? Biden, you're not going by what we are asking of you to do, so we are going to sue you. We have every right to sue this very government for reparations. We have every right. We really indeed do. It's long overdue. I was literally walking to the store on my lunch break, and where I go to is completely different from where I live. I live off of South Shore and 70th, and then I walk to Walgreens, which is on 71st and Jeffrey. Now, where I stay is relatively quiet, but when you get close to Jeffrey, you see the nonsense. You see it. You see Black people looking like zombies. Black people looking lost. And I asked myself, just like what I was just talking about in my previous video, I asked myself, I said, God, why did you create Black people if you hated us? Why would you create us? If we are meant to be in your image, why would you create us? Why would you allow us to go through so much suffering while every other group, they are getting by just fine? And I ask myself, what did we do to you to make you this angry? What did we do? I asked myself these questions, and I was literally asking myself that question while I was on my lunch break. I literally was asking these questions, having this conversation with myself, because I'm like, we need resources. I'm looking out at our people and I'm like, we need resources. If we have resources, our neighborhoods would change. It would change for the better, not for the worse. And who cares how an individual spends their reparations check on? That's their business. If they want to buy themselves a Birkin bag with that check and they got kids to feed, that's their business. That is their business. But there is too many of us black people out here who know when we get that check, we're going to make that check work for itself, work for us. We are going to flip that check around. See, this country promised us 40 acres in a mule. So they did make a promise to give us something, but yet they went back on their promise. That's what we should be holding them to. You all made a promise to us, but yet you went back on your promise to us. This is the problem that we have, and we are trying to have a code so that we can let them know that, hey, we are demanding reparations. We are demanding tangibles. Reparation is not a payout. It is a blood debt that needs to be paid. It is a blood debt that is owed. It is a blood debt. And that debt needs to be paid. It needs to be paid. It's long overdue. Our people need justice, not only for slavery, but for Jim Crow. And Jim Crow ended in 1968. My father was born 1962. My mother 1965. My father still remembers some of the stuff that went on under Jim Crow. We got grandparents that we could talk to that will let you know as to what happened under Jim Crow. So America owes us. America owes us. But yet we got these illegal immigrants out here. They're suing the Biden administration if they don't get what they want. Meaning if they don't get the chance to have these people to come over here, mainly Latinos, come over here who want to break the law. If they don't get what they want, they're going to sue. And not only just that, they over here, it's costing us $151 billion, close to $182 billion annually for services and benefits to illegal immigrants. That's how much it is costing us. Just imagine how much that money that we as foundational black Americans will get if we was to receive our reparations. See, the longer they kick that can down the line, the greater and the higher the interest is growing as far as how much they need to pay us. When Martin Luther King said that we are going to go down to D.C. to get our check, that is when a week or two later, it's one of those close proximity of each other when he was assassinated by this very government. We have to go in droves. We have to be on code. Let our issues be made well known as to why in the world that we are deserving of reparations and what it would do and what it would fix. Because these illegal immigrants are making their cases known, and these illegal immigrants are saying, hey, this is how much we are supposed to be getting. This is how much you all are supposed to be supporting us. These people are getting all type of rights, left and right. They getting every single right that a U.S. citizen is getting, which it should not be. Because if your behind was a U.S. citizen and you go to Mexico illegally, they throw your ass in jail. You cannot go to any other country illegally because they will throw you in jail or they might end up killing you. That's what's going to end up happening. We need reparations. And we need to make that voice loud and clear by us getting on code. Thank you all for listening to this video, and I hope you enjoy your day.